welcome. So, this is nothing more than just a quick little uh, tutorial on the new Dayz mod. Um, it's just called Origin mod. It's more of a standalone base than your typical Dayz mod. Uh, my graphics might look like crap because I'm running everything on a very old computer, so please excuse the graphics. uh, I just jumped in to a brand new server, brand new character, brand new everything. So let's go ahead and get started with the layout of your item menu. This particular server, you start off with a 45, 2 bandages, painkiller, and a level 3 morphine injector, which is great. Looks like you got all the tools. Let's see, all the tools except for this last one here, which is the hardest thing to find. Your mechanics tools. When building a car, they are ungodly hard to find and completely necessary. For medical use, you got your gloves and the excuse me mask, along with the scissors. Uh, the saw here can be used for multiple things, but mainly you want to create small lumber, I think it is, small planks or short planks to create splints. That way, it saves you on morphine, I think. I'm trying to remember, it's can't off the top of my head. But I think with small planks and a bandage, it saves you the morphine. Um, Starting off with a backpack is great. You may never get a backpack. All the tools. The only thing really missing from this little setup here um, is this little icon right here. It's a PDA. It will allow you to know what missions are going on, where they're at, etc. Just not too big of a deal if that's how you play. Yeah, if you don't worry about it, don't worry about it. You'll run into AI sooner or later. Just kill them. Take their stuff and move on. So, as you can see, we are jumped in to this map already. Mainly because I wanted to get you past all the loading screens. It is a pain, but let's see, I believe we are here. Yep. So, let's begin. And again, I am running this on a very old computer. First thing I always like to do, run to the closest town. Wow. I don't think my computer can handle recording and gaming. Okay, our first town. Now, once you get into town, you will notice there are a limited number of buildings you can go into. Zombies have appeared, and there's really only two places that you're going to want to go right off the bat. And just a few things you want to remember. One, traveling through town, zombies are going to be there, so stay crouched. It reduces the amount of noise you emit, so they're not going to be swarming you. Second, if you're going to have to fire your gun, make sure that you already got some kind of weapon that fires SD rounds, or you pull out your axe. uh, Finally, uh, the two main buildings that you're going to be looking for are some kind of grocery store, because you have to have food, you have to have water, or some kind of drink, and you have to have medical supplies. So when looking on your map, uh, zoom in as much as you can, and what you're going to basically be looking for are rectangular buildings. Decent sized rectangular buildings. This right here, I know it's a hospital. I've been to this town quite a few times. So we're going to make that our first little trip. And again, because my computer is old and sucks a lot, we'll be back. Okay, so this is the hospital. Just like normal Dayz, you do have to break the window to get in. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple cans and glass bottles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on camera, even though it is really bad. But it's going to help save time. So let's go ahead and bust the window. Come on. There we go. First time. Awesome. Now, depending on what kind of server you jump into, you're gonna want to look for these boxes if you don't have one. This particular box right here is a medical box that helps with storage of medical supplies. Allows you to hold one painkiller, one some kind of like splint or morphine, one medicine, and one blood bag. Oh, and the EpiPen. Now, wrong button. In this particular game, they do a leveling system. Painkillers and medicine are a two-part, while things like the morphine, as you can see, the three little dots or lines, it can be a three-part. Well, technically it's a four-part. Blood bags are the same way. You have a single blood bag or single morphine, and then you go level 1, 2, and 3. Ace bandages are similar. Find your rag, turn it into an ace bandage, then you can do a stack of 3. Stacking them up only saves your them. It doesn't change how effective they are. It's still there to stop the bleeding, just like in regular Dayz. Blood bags, on the other hand, a level 3 blood bag will basically restore you to full blood from nothing. While a normal blood bag will only give you probably 1,000 blood. Not really much at all. It might be more than that, but you won't notice it. It's just enough to keep you alive. So, they also have things like blood poisoning in this game. So you need to create blood bags that will help with that. They are kind of difficult to make, but once you get the hang of what all you need, they do go fairly quick. Now, until we get some splints, I am going to be picking up these. These right here are the 20 milligram uh, painkillers, which are great for creating level 1 morphine. Or, if you have 2 of them, you can create a painkiller. So, I'm going to go ahead and loot up. We'll come back when we got a little more to work with, and then we'll go ahead and check out the next building. Alright? So here's the next location I'm going to show you. It's right actually next to the final location, which is this building over here. We'll get to that one later. But this right here, if you cannot find a store or some kind of supermarket, look for these. This is a butcher shop, and it will have food, drink, and clothing. Everything that you need to keep your character alive. Now, unlike traditional Dayz, I have not yet seen food actually give blood. So all food does is keep you fed. I know it's kind of a rip-off for some veteran Dayz players, but it's more realistic. It's a lot harder. Anyways, clothing, like I said, can be found here. I don't care for any of these clothes. I usually go for military, and we might get into that later on. But mainly I hit these up for things like food and drink. So, good luck on your scavenging for those. Sometimes you might be lucky. So, here is the rooftop of the police station. Now, why the rooftop? Well, because it's the best place to start from. There are 4 locations that will spawn on top. As you can obviously see, 2 of them right here, and then the one over here. The last one is actually by the broken down piece over here on the edge. Try and get over there. Yeah. Almost there. Come on, you can do it. Now, when you are ready to go down to the next level, you can actually just walk off the edge, hop down on a lit board, and then hop down again. It is very difficult and dangerous to do. You do run the possibility of breaking your leg. But if done correctly, it is the best way to clear this building. It's efficient, it's quick. You'll basically be in and out in less than 5 minutes with everything. Now, a couple of last things I want to hit y'all with before I end the video. The map. There are some key locations that we need to know about. First one, the only place I have found level 2 body armor is at one particular military base right here. It has real barracks, not these fake, phony 3-room things that you'll see a lot of, but it has real barracks. It spawns real military loot. It's the only place I found that does it. You can see the coordinates, where it's at. I haven't found any others like it. So, if you want, level 2 body armor, and a real helmet, which can deflect small arms fire, and keep you from getting domed. That way, that's probably the best place to go. Next, You, of course, have Sector B, which everybody wants to go, but it is a nightmare to get into. Finally, there is one place way, way, way down here. I don't know if that's it. Maybe it's up here more. Really hard to find. Supposedly, there it is. This is a trade zone, supposedly. You can come here. You can trade. I don't know what. I have never actually gotten there. Every time I try, something bad always happens. Um, last time I tried doing a boat, the boat sank. My car that I was going to bring sank with it. I lost everything. And there's no way of retrieving it. Good luck on building a helicopter. If you don't have the parts, go to a hangar. Every hangar will spawn parts. Now, they're never going to be in the best condition, so you have to repair them. Which brings me to the final thing I wanted to talk about. Anytime you want to build a car, plane, whatever, you will have to find parts. The parts can vary wherever you are on their condition. My fuel tank here that I found, it's for standard stuff. Small cars, small trucks, small vehicles. Including motorcycles, actually, which is kind of awkward. But we'll get into motorcycles, probably maybe different video if I ever decide to fix one up. But you can see it's in red. It's very bad condition, very poor. It will break easy. A couple accidents, it's gone. The truck tire, it's in much better condition. But it's still in a poor condition. There are 4 different colors, different levels, and you're always shooting for the best. The best is going to be green. Green, yellow, orange, red. You're shooting for green. When you pick them up, it will tell you what you need to use to fix them. The parts can be hard to find, especially things like rubber for the tires and the gas tank. But learn your map, learn where you'd find those, ask around, people can help. I might do another video later on just vehicle maintenance, but this is the dirty, the ugly intro to Dayz Origins mod. Completely different take on Dayz. AI is a big thing. They got a leveling system in it. And the final thing I want to talk about, which does have something to do with the leveling system, I just remembered this. F1 will bring up your skills menu. Depending on the server, you can get all skills. For medical, it's not just, I can create whatever blood bag I want, I can do this, I can do that. You have to research certain things. Making a level 3 blood bag, level 3 morphine stick, researching blood poisoning, the antivirus for the zombie virus, or even creating painkillers and antibiotics. It all can be difficult. You have to find everything. Medical side is probably the hardest. Mechanic side, It's all fairly easy. You pick up the book, you read it. When you're done, just do a couple of the things it will ask, and you move on to the next one. Building a car is much easier than sitting there walking around bandaging 20, 30 people trying to get that skill up. Because you'll fix your car more often than you will bandage yourself. If you're any good at Dayz. So, thanks for watching. I hope for some likes. I've heard people doing like a count. I'm not going to do any of that. You like my video, give me a like. It's that simple. Anyways, take it easy. Have fun. Don't be a douche.